What do you want? You wanna go outside? I know you wanna go outside. Let's go outside. Ready? You know have to be on the other side. Ready? Are you ready to go outside? I know you missed me talk. Are you ready to go outside? Ready? Go! I'm scared. I didn't start the recording because of my dog. I started it because I just got home and I found out something. So I was told when you get in high school, you have your own little meetings with some teachers and your parent. They talk about what your future goal is and yada yada. I had one today. I knew, so my futuristic dreams had 2 moments from today caught on. Usually it doesn't do that, so that means it was telling me something serious. During the meeting, like, I kind of find this a big deal, like, so, my mom was going over my disorders, and then she said Tourette's. I was just as surprised as the teachers were. I always just call it tics. I didn't really think I had full-on Tourette syndrome. Cause like, I was kind of too afraid to call it Tourette's, cause I feel like other people would be like, that's not Tourette's. They make those noises and they like scream cuss words sometimes, or they tic badly. Not all of them do that, but I mean, mine is pretty painful. My tics are like painful. Like, it's annoying. I can't focus on like watching a movie or playing video games because of my Tourette's. So, like, I always had a problem with focusing along my ADHD. Tourette's made it harder. So I guess that's why I realized, that's why I always failed math and to focus in class back then. Because I had all these disorders happening at once, you know? And every year it's a different Tourette's. My Tourette's now, it's always different. When I was little, it was like throat stuff, like voice stuff, and it was painful. So, like, alright, here's the story. So, when I was little, I was a little happy girl, you know? Until one day my mom took me to doctors because she was like, oh, well, she's suffering at math and stuff. I want to know why. Maybe she has a disability. And she thought I had, what's it called? I can't remember it. There's a disorder where you forget, like, letters. Like, there's a Vine about it. Like, she's like, hi, I'm this, and I have this dystoria or something. I always forget E and G and B and H, like, she... You know, where you forget everything and everything scrambles your mind and you don't live for long. Yeah, my mom thought I had that. But no, it was a way different level. So the doctor said so many things at once. He was like, alright, she has depression. Yo, girl has anxiety, Tourette's, and ADHD, girl. This is all serious, man. Like, and, when I was a kid, I kind of remember when... like, how I was sitting there in my mom's face when the doctor said all that shit. She's like, damn, I thought she at least had one thing, but no, all those, like, oh, jeez. And my Tourette's now, it's not as bad when I was little. So, when I was in, like, elementary, my tics at the time were, the voice stuff, where I would do this. I was like, but often, or I'll have to, there's this really annoying one I hated. It was where I kind of had to bounce without leaving my feet from the floor, and then to also bite my tongue at the same time, and like, and to touch my nose. It was like 3 things I wanted. It was annoying. It was like one of those tests, you know how people are like, alright kids, pat your head while rubbing your stomach, you know, it's like, it's just not easy. I had to do all that at once, you know, jump up, bite my tongue, and boop my nose. It was annoying. My, And yeah, it didn't get any better. Well, it kind of did. I don't remember much of my middle school stuff. It was a little bit of voice and body stuff, you know. Now in high school, I had this 8th grade and 8th and ninth. I'm in ninth now. It's where so how I got this in the first place. I think it was from, because tics don't pop out of nowhere. Sometimes it's from a habit that you did, like something you did, and then it's like, oh, the tick is like, I'm gonna pick that one. That's really annoying. This is gonna get under nerves. And so my friend was like, you're so tense all the time. Let me give you a massage and pop your neck and stuff. I was scared. I was totally against the fact that she's gonna pop my neck, and I should have totally said no. But eventually she said, all right, come on. She was like, she's getting me there, and I was like, fine. I should have said no. Like, I should have just kept it no, because now I regret this. So now, she popped my neck, and now I have to pop my neck every now and then. I can only pop it on the left side and not the right side now, because of how much I do it. I also have to pop my nose, which I did that in 7th grade at one point. I always had to pop my nose in 7th grade, and that made it like a really bad nosebleed at one point. And I also have to like pop my hands every now and then. And yeah, so when my teachers were talking about it, they're like, I didn't know you had Tourette's. I just thought it was you're nervous because you have anxiety. And I was like, yeah, I have little tics and stuff. I thought y'all knew because all teachers are supposed to be no, this person has this person has that. And because of Tourette, like, because no one knew before I had Tourette's. Even when I was little in elementary, I didn't know it. I remember a time where a girl was like, stop doing that, you're doing it on purpose. And that was, in my head, I was like, no, I'm not. I can't help this. How can I fix this? How could this be fake? Because it was so painful. Because the elementary thing I just talked about, that Tourette's syndrome at the time, like, that little tics were so painful and annoying. I was like, I couldn't get a break from it. I couldn't even draw as much back then because my hands would like move too much and shake, So that was some tricky shit to do. So, Tourette. Sometimes I stutter a lot. I always realized too, like what I didn't really know. I just thought it was like a weird habit. So if I hear or see someone tick or stutter, I would start to stutter or tick, Like if someone like did a weird twitch, that would, like sometimes when me and my friend Shayla have a sleepover, her legs, like she has a weird twitch as well at night. When she's sleeping, her legs like move weirdly, and it makes me tick too. Because sometimes, especially when her legs are against mine, and then, like, I just feel that little shake in the middle of the night, and I wake up completely, and I start ticking. I'm like, this sucks. The hard thing is, I can't get up and use the bathroom and hope that my Tourette's will be better, because she sleeps on the edge, I sleep near my wall. I don't want to wake her up when I get out, And it was kind of shocking to me that, like, I just now figured out fully that I had Tourette's. My mom, the doctor and her talked about tics, and they said it in front of me like I didn't know what it was. I did. It was like a girl and her having a meeting with me in a doctor's office, and she was like, oh yeah, she has like anxiety, depression, some tics, and but, yeah, it was really shocking. Dog. Alright, see the dog. Come on, Tonka. Come on. Come on. Dog. Tonka, come here. I see you. Don't think you're hiding. I see you. Come on. Calm down, Paco. Come on. Faster. You old man. Duh. And, people always thought I was weird. People always thought I was weird because of my tics. They're like, that's not normal. That has to be some sort of psycho right there. Psychopath stuff, Because, sometimes people always say, oh, yeah, murderers and psychopaths have these, like, tics and habits, too. So if some other kid has that, or if that person's in a special needs class, they're going to assume that you are a psycho. I mean, I'm not in a special needs class. I do have co-op where there's 2 teachers in one room, and I also have, like, special help in math. Because, yeah. Yeah, I gotta get something on my bag. I can't talk while doing this. This gets stuck and frustrating. Oh, my head hurts. And it's also annoying when I'm trying to cuddle with my cats. Because sometimes if I make one wrong tick, they're going to want to get up. Because, like, Thomas Sanders made a meme about this at one point. A Vine, actually, yeah. It wasn't a meme, it was a Vine. Where he had to get the TV remote, but his dog was on his lap, and it was, like, all the way down there, and he's like, oh, and then when he reached for it, the dog got up and ran away. He's like, no, come back! Like, that's me and my cats, you know? If you make, like, one wrong tick, you know, you're going to scare them off. It's not fun. Even the birds. I pump my neck too much, and have to fix my hair sometimes because of it, and, like, pop my hands, but John, I don't think Jon Snow, my bird, understands that I have ticks like that, because he hasn't been around too long, and I guess he just doesn't like it, and so he tries to bite me whenever I do that, and he starts, like, screaming, like, "Rawr!" Like, he has a weird scream. It's like a demon screeching, but, like, a little mouse demon, you know? Isn't that right, John? You scream like a little demon, but that's because I taught you how to scream like a demon. Ree! Pretty bird! Hi! 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 Don't laugh at me! Oh my god, my head hurts now. Every time I get home, my head starts to hurt. So yeah, I always had a hard time making friends, and I figured out it's because of this, you know? Because they're going to want to, like, stay away from you. I mean, I don't stutter as much as I used to before, because I have a friend who also stutters in my class. I guess it just depends on the voice, too, and how often it is, and how it is. And then I'll stutter like that, you know? For example, creepypasta. You know, if someone did voice acting in Tiki Toby the character. I've seen quite a few of those where people voice act creepypastas. Every time I see the Tiki Toby one, I click on it. I hear those stutters. I'm like, oh no, I'm stuttering. You know, I start stuttering too, and it's like sort of annoying. I mean, stuttering to me isn't as annoying as tics, though. I mean, I'm fine with people who stutter and stuff. You know, but, like, just imagine, like, I feel like it's easy to kind of, like, talk, even if you stutter. To, like, if it's a drive-thru or you're ordering something that's a little difficult, I see why, or you're on the phone, because something like that would make a phone call sound horrible, because, like, you'll probably do an echo and stuff. Yeah, especially if your phone is echoing. God, that's so annoying. Just imagine I already deal with a bunch of echoes from my friends when I talk to them online and shit. But just imagine, like, hearing the echo and then, like, have a friend who stutters a lot just stutter too, like guys want to play Fortnite, and then, like, you just hear guys want to play Fortnite, and just that would be a little annoying. But, like, ticking, especially if it's yourself who's ticking, it's a little annoying, because you're going to, like some people accidentally hit themselves, or some people, when they have a Tourette syndrome, mine isn't as bad as others. Like, some people scream out cuss words because they can't help it, or some people punch people and punch themselves. Like, yeah, it's kind of horrible. I almost broke my own bones doing my tics, by the way. Like, and every time I wake up in the morning, like, I hate sleeping while, like, having a bad day of ticking. because there's like some days where like it's not as bad, and there's others days like other days where I just have it worse than the others. And when I have it worse than the others, I hate going to bed because then I'm gonna wake up. I'm like, oh, Lainey, you be ready. Your neck is gonna hurt like hell when you wake up tomorrow. Like it hurts. Like even if I get the fluffiest pillow, I got like some of the fluffiest pillows on my bed. That shit ain't gonna help. My Tourette's can overcome that and break my neck. All right, it's not fun. Like see your duck. This is how my ticks are sometimes. Well, I don't want to bend it really. It's just like so head and then bam. Like that's how my ticks are. It just bends my like my neck is. It's I'm a it's doing unflexible things, and like yeah, my shoulders always hurt. Like that's why I figured out. That's probably because I also kind of just figured out. I'm like that's why I'm so stiff. Cause people always tell me, "Dang, you're so stiff," and I'm like because like I'm really weak, and I have like a chubbyish form of body, but when someone like if they like kind of punched me in the joking way in the arm, it's going to kind of hurt them. Like, it hurts. I still get bruises and stuff, and it hurts me. But, like, they feel, like, the tenseness. And they're like, Lainey, you're so tense. Chill. So, like, yeah, my shoulders and back is always in pain because I'm so tense. Even my arms. Like, I flex my muscles too much. I can't flex my left, though. I don't know how to flex much. It's probably because I can't control it because of my tense. How tense I am. Because tense and flexing is kind of the same thing. So if you're tense, you can't really flex. You can't do two of them at the same time. So I can't really like flex. Like if I wanted to pretend to be a guy, I'm like, yeah, ladies, check that. I'm like, I can't do the flex thing as a joke, you know. I can't like people are like, oh, let me feel your arms. Let me see how strong you are. I'm like, I can't flex, guys. I can't. You can't. Yeah, and that always it kind of sucks. Yeah, so, like, I feel like, I was actually making a joke about my friends earlier about it, too. I was like, man, I'm so tense and shit. I feel like if I went to a misogynist and it's probably gonna make me more tense, or they're gonna be like, calm down. They're gonna be, like, yelling, like, untense or something. I'm like, I don't know how to relax. I can't become untense. I never like relaxing. I don't even like laying in bed for too long. I don't know if it's probably not my ADHD. Like, when I was little, my mom made me take pills, but I didn't need it. My ADHD isn't that bad. I just get distracted over some sounds every now and then. if I hear, one of my favorite songs, of course, or, you know that radio? That static noise you hear in your ears, the radio-ish stuff? If I hear that, too, I'm gonna, turn a different direction so I don't have to hear it. I was struggling with that earlier in the meeting. I was like, oh, it's so annoying. There's like so much technology on right now. So it's making my ears sound like it's in a radio station of hell. Yeah, so I'm like really tense. And yeah, so like I feel like if I go to a misogynist, it's just gonna be hard for them to like untense me, you know. I can't lay down in bed. Like if I'm watching Netflix or a movie, I have to keep pausing it because I can't relax. The only way I can relax is if I'm eating while watching Netflix. I can't just lay there and watch it for a little bit, you know, because especially since when my mom calls me all the time, she's like, Lainey, come here. And I'm like, oh. And then as soon as I lay back down, she's like, Lainey, come here, you know. So I don't really know how to relax. I'm the oldest sibling, so, you know, your mom's going to call you for some things. I mean, she's strong, so she's not going to call me to open a pickle jar, you know. But, speaking of pickle jars, I just got home from school. I'm starving. I'm probably going to get some. I don't eat lunch at school, right? I only ate a little bit of breakfast this morning, but not much because most of it got messed up and I didn't have enough time. So, I'm probably going to get off because I'm starving to death right now. Yeah, that was my little shit. And I felt like explaining Tourette syndrome, but we don't get newcomers around here every now and then. We don't get many. Um, and so, some of the people that I know already know about it. Like, so I didn't want to explain it. You know? Bye.